Okay, good afternoon. Good to see everybody. And like always, just talk a little bit about last weekend and then move on to this week's ball game. So, again, certainly just pleased to be 3-0 right now. And that being said, still have a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for growth, and that's something we're trying to work on right now. Have been working on. Saturday, it started slowly. Every game's a little bit different, certainly, and started slowly. Part of that's us, part of that give credit to Western Michigan. They really did a great job and took advantage of some areas that we were struggled in a little bit. So all in all, though, just pleased the way the team settled in and played good complementary team football the rest of the way, and saw some good execution, certainly in the run game, mostly on offense. Defensively, once we got through our bumps, really settled down and got off the field, did a good job getting off the field. And special teams missed a field goal, it wasn't a chip shot, but nonetheless something you hope you're a little bit more consistent on. But then came back and got the big punt block and did a good job in the return game. It was good to see that. Cooper did a nice job, and then also the guys blocking for him did a good job there too. So happy for that, and happy for Ontario getting his first piece of success, if you will, as a Hawkeye. So that was a good moment, certainly, and just good to see the progress. I think the players have been working hard, and we're getting good leadership, so happy about that. And obviously there's a lot more opportunity for growth right now with our football team, and we're going to need that moving into Big Ten play. So that's that's kind of where we're at right now. A couple of things of unfortunate news to touch on. Certainly not happy about losing Luke Lachey. I feel most badly for him, obviously. He's the person most affected, and it's just an unfortunate development, but he'll be fine here in time. But it's a significant injury, so he's going to be out for quite a while here. And then, on a more week-to-week type basis, both Jazz and Caleb won't be available this week, so we'll evaluate that with each week as we go forward. But they're both going to be out Saturday, so we'll go with the guys that we finished up with the other day. And that is a positive. Certainly the tight ends as a group, I think, stepped up and did a good job. Eric obviously is a quality player, and Lestrang is a good young player coming up the ladder. Stylianos, talked about him being a much improved player in the spring in camp and did a good job in there too. And then John Piscuzzi jumped in, helped us out, and then Kamari and TJ on the offensive in the backfield did a good job. So let's go with the guys that we got, like you always do, and next man in, opportunity for them. Again, just wish Luke the best in terms of his recovery coming back. So looking forward now, we're playing, obviously, a good football team. I think everybody expected Penn State to be an outstanding team, and after 3 games, that's certainly what it looks like watching them on film, watching them perform. So they're, really good, 3-0 and 1-0 in the Big Ten right now. Captains are the same group +1. So we've got Joe Evans and Jay Higgins on defense, Luke and Cade McNamara on offense, and then next man in will be Logan Lee. So Logan will take Luke's place out there for the coin toss. Logan's done a great job, senior, and just a tremendous player, tremendous leader. And like I said, as expected, Penn State's a really good football team. Can't remember a year where they weren't talented, and this is certainly the case with this team, and they're well coached on top of it. They've done a great job recruiting there. I take a lot of pride in that, and then they do a great job coaching on top of it, all 3 phases. So offensively, that's pretty much what it has looked like for quite some time, which has been pretty impressive. And then they've got a defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, they're in their second years and with the program. They had great success last year, being Rose Bowl champions, and had a tremendous year, and you can see a lot of that carryover moving forward. So they've lost some really good players. Think about the quarterback graduating, think about Joey Porter at the back end. Yet, as kind of customary at Penn State, the next guys up do a great job, and that's really what we've seen on film. So offensively, they run the ball, throw the ball, do both of them very well. Basically 2 personnel groups, but either way, they run it effectively, they throw it effectively. We've got good players out wide, 2 good really tight ends and 2 good backs. The young quarterback's done a great job running the thing for him, and looks very composed back there. And their offensive line's big, strong, and very, very experienced, very veteran. So they're good there. Defensively, same thing, really successful there. I've been playing great defense. They give up 11 points a game. Really athletic guys at every position, the line up front, the linebackers in the secondary. Got a lot of really good players, and they're very, very active and very dangerous just because of their athleticism. Again, aggressive in their approach and for good reason. And then with the kick game, like you'd expect, they're pretty good in all phases, and that's no big surprise. So moving forward, it's our first Big Ten game. Certainly, it's a challenge going on the road. It's about as good as it gets in college football to play at State College. It's a great football environment, and then throwing a weight out on top of it. We've been through a couple of those now, and just in general terms, if you love college football, it's just one of the great venues and great experiences, great opportunity from that standpoint. But if you're the opponent, obviously it adds to the degree of difficulty. The biggest one's just the opponents that you got to play, but then secondly, the environment's it's a tough one for everybody to navigate. So be a great challenge for our football team. Going to need a great week, and I think we're off to a good start, but it's going to take just a great effort throughout the entire week for us to have a chance in this football game. But it's a challenge our guys are looking forward to, and we'll keep preparing for that. Kid captain-wise, just mentioned, Gabby Ford is our kid captain. She's a 17-year-old junior at Fairfield High School, and discovered a brain tumor about 7 years ago, so she's had reoccurring treatment for that. Is doing really well. And then one little tidbit or sidecar is that she was one of the first patients that actually moved from the original hospital to the new Stead Children's Family Hospital. So a little trivia there, but happy to have her be the kid captain this week, and we'll certainly have her in our thoughts this weekend when we're out there playing. I'll throw it out for questions.